What's up, Royal Spartan Tribe? This is Royal Spartan 125 back for yet another great reaction. Okay, this is Two Scary True New Year's Eve stories to end 2020. Okay, I should have really done this before the new year, but I don't know. I just didn't do it. I have no excuses. Too busy getting drunk. No, I'm just kidding. This is by Mr. Nightmare. I haven't been back to Mr. Nightmare in a little while. He always has good stuff. So, yeah. Alright. If you want me to react to any other video, just leave it in the comment section down below. If it's a music one, you might want to hold off. I don't know. Because it will be a while. I mean, music reactions are sort of like slowed down in this channel because of the strike thing. I'll be doing one like every couple of weeks. I'll be leaving links in the description down below for this video and its channel. And check out my links while you're there as well, yeah? Okay. Let's jump in.
After moving to the dorms for college, I started drinking a lot more than I did in high school. It changed me. During winter break, I came back home to my parents' house to spend the holidays with my family. New Year's was just becoming a holiday that I looked forward to, since it entailed a lot of partying with other people my age. It was New Year's Eve night. My parents were out at a friend's party. I had my two best friends over. I'll call them Jim and Steve. That was really our hometown squad back then. We didn't have that many other friends that liked to go out. I had them over to drink and hang out while we figured out our plans for the night. Jim apparently was talking to this girl who invited him to a party across town. She told him that we could come too, so that was our plan. We downed a few shots of rum, then polished off a few cans of beer each, and we each were pretty drunk. Jim called an Uber to the address the girl gave him, and we all split it 3 ways. Jim said he never met this girl, but that they matched on Tinder a week ago, and that she was really pretty and seemed cool.
You've never met her in person? You've never met this person, but you're going to their house. Yeah? You've never met this person, but you're going... No. No, what the hell is wrong with these people? Why would you go to some stranger place you've never met? That could be anybody! On Tinder? On Tinder. You've never actually talked to them in person? No. No. That could be absolutely anybody. And I mean anybody. Ah.
And we all split it 3 ways. Jim said he never met this girl, but that they matched on Tinder a week ago, and that she was really pretty and seemed cool based on her texting style. The Uber driver pulled us up in front of some storage-looking building. This was apparently the address. We were confused. Jim read the address over, and we all confirmed on our phones that this building was what came up under the address. Before allowing the Uber driver to leave, Jim confirmed with the girl he was talking to that it was in fact this building. And
No, let me tell you what, no, I'm not even there, and all the alarm bells are going off in my head. Yeah? No, I'm not getting out of that Uber car, no way. No way, man. Nope, take me back. Take me back. I'm not getting out.
Before allowing the Uber driver to leave, Jim confirmed with the girl he was talking to that it was in fact this building and not a house. Almost instantly, she texted back confirming this. So we all got out from the Uber, and then he slowly disappeared down the street. We made jokes about not really wanting to go in and calling the Uber to come back, but ultimately we ended up just going in. We looked for an entryway, and it seemed there was a small door left open with a big guy standing by it. We approached him and asked if this was the party. He nodded his head and pointed in the doorway without saying a word.
What kind of party?
We walked into this very dark, narrow hallway, following a lone ceiling light hanging at the end of the hall. We were getting closer to the sound of the loud, rumbling music. We got to the end of the hall and found the opening to, I guess, what was supposed to be the party floor. It wasn't nearly as big on the inside as the outside. It was very dark. the only lighting being from a couple cheap-looking strobe light machines. There wasn't a huge crowd, maybe 20 to 30 people sprawled out throughout the area. No one was really dancing either, everyone was kind of standing in their own little circles. A lot of people were just sitting in chairs by themselves, kind of eyeing us down. The weirdest and most off-putting thing of all, though, we didn't see any females. The music was very loud and hard to talk over, so we moved to a corner further from the speakers and the crowds.
You didn't see any No, it's time to leave. Time to go. Gotta go. Nope. No women? Nah, man. Nope. You know what kind of club that is, right? Nah. Nah. Hey, I've got nothing against that. That's your thing, that's fine. Not my thing? No. I'm not staying. Nope.
Talk over, so we moved to a corner further from the speakers and the crowds. I yelled at Jim to call that girl and ask her where she is. She texted back saying she's in the back section, just beyond the double doors. She told us to meet her there.
No.
This didn't sound right, and I told Jim that. He said we'd just take a peek back there and leave if she's not there. Jim led the way, following the directions from this girl. We went through these two doors held open by door stoppers into this dimly lit narrow hall with a bunch of doors. As we walked, someone quickly appeared from one of the rooms and whispered something in Jim's ear. Jim kept saying what, looking very confused. Then he turned to us and waved his hand saying, "Let's just get out of here." We didn't question it. As we walked back through that little main dance hall, I could tell we were getting looked at again. Some big guy at one of the doors tried stopping us for whatever reason. We just walked through him back down the hall we came through. We noticed he was following us, and finally Jim yelled "run" and started sprinting down the hall. That's when I knew shit was real. We followed, and the guy behind us yelled at the top of his lungs, "Yo, stop them," probably to the guy standing at the entry door. He didn't really make an effort to stop us though when we ran back out the front door. We ran out of the little parking lot into the closest main road, where we called an Uber again. Jim explained that the dude in the hall whispered in his ear to get out of there before midnight, as they were going to trap everyone in there. Jim didn't ask any more questions. He basically just told us to haul ass out.
Wait, what?
This led us to believe that girl he was talking to didn't exist. It was just some kind of trap to lure unsuspecting victims into whatever was about to go down in that building that night. We made an anonymous police report that something was going down in there that night, and that it should be investigated and shut down. We spent midnight on that New Year's sitting in my living room by ourselves. We never found out what transpired in that warehouse.
They were lucky.
It was New Year's Eve of 2016. My girlfriend and I were hosting a party in my condo. I invited about 30 people and said they could bring whoever they want as long as they were respectful of my place. As we were setting things up for the party, we kept losing things and then finding them back in the same place a few minutes later, like the TV remote, her bag, or just anything we seemed to need at the moment. We thought we were just imagining it, but it kept happening over and over. We figured it was the two of us just accidentally moving stuff without the other knowing. Our guests started pouring in around 9 to 10. That's when we told everyone to arrive. Since my friends would be bringing friends, I positioned some of my surveillance cameras in rooms with valuables, such as the living room and the bedrooms. By the time everyone was over, things were still kind of disappearing. Like at one point, I wanted to show my friends my new pair of shoes my girlfriend got me for Christmas, and I couldn't find them. And even more, my window was left open in my bedroom. Albeit it was a party, and I had to assume my girlfriend or some of the guests had to do with some of this stuff. But it started getting weird. Nevertheless, the condo was crowded, and I didn't have much time to be worrying about this stuff. I told—
Wait. Did he say that it started before the guests got there? If so, there's somebody living in your walls. Somebody's in your walls? If that's the case? Nah.
The condo was crowded, and I didn't have much time to be worrying about this stuff. I told myself I'd check the surveillance footage after the party. Or if things persisted, I'd check it during the party.
Yeah.
There were a handful of faces I didn't recognize, but I met most of—
Tell you what, I would have checked it right there and then. I wouldn't have waited. No. That's too weird. It's too weird.
Party. There were a handful of faces I didn't recognize, but I met most of them through whichever friends brought them over. That time of the night that people either can't wait for or dread finally came, and we all started to gather around the TV to watch the ball drop in Times Square. I looked around the room and noticed some tall guy in a black trench coat facing the wall opposite the TV. He was looking down at the couch doing something. I was about to ask my friend Alan if he knew who that was, but everyone started counting down, so I turned my attention to that and joined in. Everyone yelled Happy New Year and all that, and anyone who came as a couple got their New Year's kiss. And when everyone settled down a bit, I realized that tall guy wasn't in the room anymore. I asked Alan if he knew who that tall guy was, and he said, yeah, that's Tom's friend. So that was that. One of my friend's
What?
girlfriends eventually came.
Nah. That's Tom's friend? Who? Who's Tom? Who's this guy? Who's his friend? I want to meet him. Yeah? I want to at least know his name. Know what I mean?
And he said, yeah, that's Tom's friend. So that was that. One of my friend's girlfriends eventually came downstairs and said whoever the guy in the trench coat was wasn't leaving the bathroom. I told her it was Tom's friend, and to just use the master bedroom bathroom, so she went back upstairs. Eventually the clock hit 2 a.m., and that's when things were dwindling down and people were starting to make their exits.
Yeah.
When everyone was gone, my girlfriend and I said we'd clean up tomorrow. However, we did a quick inspection to make sure nothing was stolen. Her bag was gone completely this time, and so was one of my expensive watches. I rushed to our bedroom to pause the video cameras so I could download the footage and play it back.
Yeah.
We started watching for the time guests started to arrive. I had it on fast forward, and we just skimmed all 3 cameras. Eventually, we noticed Tom's friend in the trench coat in the guest bedroom, going through our stuff. I paused the footage in a fit of rage. I cut the footage to a 30-second clip and sent it to my phone, and then texted Tom immediately. I said, your friend stole shit from my apartment, bro. He texted back, dude, no way, what do you mean? Then I sent him the footage. A minute later, he texted back, who the hell is that? I don't know who that is.
Whoever told him that's Tom's friend, we're not friends anymore. No, you messed up. You messed up bad. Yeah? Whatever. Who told you? No. Either he's working with the guy, yeah? Or he heard from somebody else. Or whatever, yeah? No, I'm pissed. I'm pissed at this point.
A minute later, he texted back, who the hell is that? I don't know who that is. I wrote back, I was told that was your friend. Once again, he said, dude, I don't know that guy. My girlfriend and I got nervous now, so I went on a texting spree, texting all of my friends who came, asking if they knew that person. From everyone who was still awake, we got a bunch of no's. So we went to finish the video footage, following the guy in the trench coat. He made his way into our bedroom, opened the door, then started dropping some of our belongings out the window, including my girlfriend's bag. I felt like the room was spinning and my heart was in my throat. Then, the man in the video quickly turned around as if he heard someone coming up the stairs, and he crawled under the bed. We sped through the rest of the video footage, but he never got out from under the bed. Under the bed that we were currently sitting on using the laptop. I saw the fear in my girlfriend's eyes, and her temptation to scream, but I covered her mouth with my hand and whispered in her ear, run on the count of 3. But she couldn't help it. She let out a cry. So I had to yell at her to just run out of the room. I pushed her off the bed and followed close behind. I took a look under the bed before slamming the door shut, and I saw him down there under the bed. We made eye contact. It was
Yep. You're in America. If you have a gun, get it. Yeah. And end it. He's in your home. He's under your bed. He's taking your shit. No, man. I would at least have a baseball bat or something. You know what I mean? No.
and I saw him down there under the bed. We made eye contact. It was an indescribable moment. He called the cops in the kitchen, both grabbing big kitchen knives.
Yep.
Police made it to my condo in like 3 minutes, but by that time the intruder was gone. And our
I bet,
bedroom window was once again open. He escaped through the window and got away with our belongings. I handed over the video footage files to the police department, and they would review it and record an image of the man's face. Of course, he was never found. At least not by our local police department.
Okay, I tried getting the author of the story to send the video footage if he still had it, but he never got back to me. He sent this story 3 years ago, so I'm not surprised. Yeah. Whew. Oh man. That's the end of the video. Let me tell you, you need to be careful who you invite to your home. Yeah? I would only invite people that I know, and get them to bring one friend, and that's it. 1+1, and that's it. And I want to be introduced to everybody there. That'll be another one of my little rules, yeah? When you bring your friend with you, or your girlfriend, or whatever, you gotta introduce me to that person. I want to meet them all. I don't care how many of them there are. Oh man. No. You want to know everybody who's in your house. No way am I letting somebody into my house I don't know them. Or at least have met them, talked to them. That's got my back up. That has got my back up. That one. Oh. Okay. Until next time, I am out of here.